Hello, I'm Phil Woodruff, a board member of Lutheran World Missions in Washington, D.C. We're also known by the acronym LWMI. Welcome to the LWMI Chaplaincy video. This video is a how-to video, and it is entitled How to Become a Lutheran World Missions Chaplain. First, a brief word about the history of LWMI. Lutheran World Missions was created back in 2009 by a group of conservative Lutherans in the Washington, D.C. area, mostly Missouri Synod and Wisconsin Evangelical Synod Lutherans. The purpose was to create a program that reaches people in need throughout the world and in the United States with missions where the funds, all of the funds, 100% of the funds accepted from donors and what we contributed were used for approved missions of Lutheran World Missions. There are no paid directors. Rather, the directors either contribute funds to LWMI or they direct missions specifically directed by the board of LWMI. LWMI wants to be able to assure our board and our donors that all of the funds that are contributed are used for missions, not for salaries, administration, fundraising, and so forth. It's unique in that way. And we also provide grants to mission programs for other Lutheran and other denominational and humanitarian organizations around the world where we can. So that's a little bit about the history of our organization. Thank you very much. Another key mission of Lutheran World Missions chaplaincy is the pastor shortage. Statistics show currently there are over 800 Lutheran Church, Missouri Synod churches without a pastor. The vacancies. This represents about 15% of all of the churches in the Missouri Synod. This shortage is forecast, unfortunately, to increase dramatically over the next 5 years and beyond there. It may be now, even today, over 3 years or more for a congregation to receive a pastor after they have a vacancy. And it may be even longer for a small church, even if they have the resources to hire a pastor because of the pastor shortage. More than half of these congregations, those with 50 members or less, have even stopped calling a pastor, either through the seminary, from another church, or elsewhere. These churches are closing or whatever. You might ask why we would have a chaplaincy program at LWMI. First, we feel called at this point, after 15 years, to expand our program and have our own identity and our own footprint within the global mission field. Although we are quite well known within the Lutheran institutional community, our effectiveness, we feel, can be increased significantly by direct involvement in the combined with the traditional partnerships and initiatives that we have and that we frequently rely upon. With chaplains directly in the field, as appropriate, wherever we are for natural disasters or where there are humanitarian needs and services for people, we will provide a more visible presence of the image of God. And we need that, our own staff chaplaincy and education program to train people to develop new chaplains specifically to our ministries. We welcome new chaplains and current chaplains who are excited about the mission. We do support chaplains across the world in different places. And so we're very excited about this part of our ministry expansion. LWMI identified this pastor shortage as a niche where chaplains may be able to assist congregations who are without a pastor. During this long, long wait that they have before they ever are successful, even if they are, uh, the chaplains may be able to provide a congregation with continuity and assist them in continuing. So, what is needed to become a chaplain for Lutheran World Missions? We identified what we call the 3 C's. A person needs to be called, they need to be competent, and they need to be committed. What do we mean by calling? By calling, we mean do they understand and discern God's will and purpose for themselves and for the mission? Do they have prayer and self reflection? Will they accept guidance from pastors and church leaders, and most of all from God, and consider their own gifts? In terms of competency, Lutheran World Missions is looking for formal and informal education, experience, knowledge, skills, and abilities, knowledge of Lutheran theology, demonstrated performance, and endorsement. And by that we mean understanding Lutheran theology, the Book of Concord, Martin Luther's catechisms and the creeds, demonstrated performance and professionals, and not so much about how many degrees or what seminary they went to or whatever, but we're looking for people that actually can perform as a representative of what we would call the Imago Dei and be God's presence in the field wherever they are. By commitment, we mean commitment to Lutheran World Missions mission and ministry. That's essential because chaplains of our organization will be representing all of Lutheran World Missions ministry. A commitment to chaplaincy, so people understand the difference between being a pastor, an evangelist, and a chaplain. A commitment to serve wherever they serve, uh, in any mission or ministry, and above all, the commitment to God's word and to be faithful to the mission. So let me tell you now a little bit about the next steps if you're interested in becoming a chaplain with Lutheran World Missions. First, LWMI will create an in-house chaplaincy education program with staff chaplains, and this program will provide courses by online and in person. Classes will be held by YouTube and some in person, and what it means to be a chaplain with Lutheran World Missions, statement of faith, the roles of a chaplain, ethics, professional chaplaincy education and endorsement, and so forth. How to apply is really quite simple. If you feel called, competent, and committed, and would like to apply to be a chaplain with Lutheran World Missions, we'd ask you to simply write your application about why you feel called, competent, and committed, and send it to our Washington office, Lutheran World Missions, at 1455 Pennsylvania Avenue, the Willard Building, Suite 400 in Washington, D.C., 20004. We'll have a link on our website at www.lutheranworldmissions.org. Thank you very much. If you're excited about joining LWMI and becoming a chaplain with us, join and make a difference. God bless you.